In today's video, I will be going over the best methods to level up inside of Starfield as fast as possible so you can unlock your perks as fast as possible. Some of these methods are going to be pretty basic, but with these I will be also trying to point you towards the right direction to get these done as fast as possible and use it as effectively as possible. Before we fully get into the video, if you are brand new here and would like to see more Starfield content or guides like this, be sure to subscribe, as that is what we are doing on the channel, and we're also on the road to hitting 50,000 subscribers. Also, a like would be very much appreciated. So if this video does help you out in any kind of way, be sure to subscribe and like. The first method that I'm going to mention is probably one that a lot of you won't want to specifically use, just because it does involve you playing easy or very easy. Yes, there are two difficulties that will make you leveling up faster, easier. The reason for that is because if you play on easy or very easy, the enemies, well, become far more easier to take down. This includes the higher tiered enemies that you can essentially go up against at the very beginning of the game. If you play one of the first missions, you can find this audio that, if you listen to it, will send you on a side objective to find a Mantis spaceship. When you find this location, you will have to go through quite a lot of really high difficulty enemies. If you end up doing this super early, it will be extremely challenging unless you do it on easy or very easy. Not only will these enemies be giving you a lot of XP, but also on top of that, doing this on the difficulties that I just suggested, it will just go super fast and simple. Once you get through it, you will get a little puzzle that the way you complete this is by spelling out Tyrannus, specifically by walking on top of the letters, walking through it a bit more, defeating some enemies. You will be rewarded with legendary loot, legendary weapons, and also a brand new spaceship. But on top of all of this, XP from killing those enemies. Also, you will be rewarded with XP for completing it. So there is a lot of these kind of side objectives that you can find that are really high in difficulty if you just explore, and you will be rewarded with XP for completing them and for getting through it by defeating really high bosses here and there. So playing on easy or very easy, it will make it so much faster to level up. But the issue with this is, I know that a lot of people just do not want to play the game on these kind of difficulties, so it is completely understandable if this one doesn't apply to you. Now, to quickly go over some of the different XP that you can get off of enemies. Some enemies are really low in their tiers, so you'll only be getting 5 XP, and then the ones that are in between level 10 and around 20-ish, you will be receiving from 10 XP to 25 XP, and then sometimes you can find little mini bosses that are level 30 or above, which will be rewarding you with around 45 to even sometimes 100 XP, depending on how really high rarity they are. Sometimes in space battles you can actually get a lot of XP. Some other methods that are out there are exploring. Yeah, you can explore planets, and by exploring them you can use your research tool, which you can activate when you're playing on console by pressing LB, and then if you inspect items you will be receiving XP for that. This also includes the ability to explore any planet a crazy amount. I recently decided to test out landing at random locations around planets, moons, and trying to just run around. You will find a lot of random holdouts where enemies are, just random POIs that you will be receiving XP for doing. Not a lot of XP, but it still is something. It can differ from 50 to 20 XP, which is really nice. Also, this includes space battles, so if you do end up flying through space and maybe playing on easy or very easy, space battles can give you a lot of XP. You can find pirates sometimes, you can find people that hunt you down because you perhaps robbed them previously, and with this you will be receiving a lot of XP. One of space battles that I've had, I received over 100 XP from just taking down a spaceship, which was super easy to take down because I did end up playing on easy and very easy. But yeah, just walking around and exploring is another really great method. Also, one method to kind of mention on the side is you can get XP from crafting items, but it's only like 1 XP. I don't know, I just felt like mentioning that. Yeah, you get 1 XP from crafting items. That's like any item. Just 1 XP. Oh boy. The next one is joining factions. So straight off the bat, when you start playing the game, there is a faction that the game essentially tries to motivate you to join, and that is the Vanguard one. Personally, I didn't join this, but when you do, you will receive some benefits that will be rewarding you with some XP by exploring and doing different things. You will also be receiving special missions with them. So I personally joined the Outlaw faction, which is a tiny bit later in the game, not really too far away. And with this, I get some side quests of just doing bounty hunts and other stuff like that, which rewards me with a tiny bit of XP, but from killing the enemies on those specific missions, I'm receiving even more XP. So this is another really great method, which kind of leads into the best method to get XP, and that is by completing quests. Now these quests will include side quests and main quests. Side quests can differ in the amount of XP they will be rewarding you with. Some can give you quite a large amount, but for the most part, I have noticed that side quests don't actually give you all that much XP, and the best bet to get the XP the best way for completing quests is doing the main quests. They will reward you with an insane amount of XP sometimes, and these quests are quite long, so inside of them you will be taking down a lot of enemies, you will be doing a lot of exploring, and on top of that, at the very end of completing the quest, the game is like, hey, here you go, here's like over 1,000 XP just for doing that mission, which is always such a nice treat and really cool because also the story is quite interesting. I won't be spoiling anything right now in this video, but I really recommend playing the main quests. I know a lot of people do like playing Bethesda games and just doing side quests, taking their time, but specifically playing the main quests in this will benefit you a lot, obviously with XP, but you will also be receiving some items that will come in handy later down the line doing side quests. So if you haven't dabbled in the main quests yet, do for XP, but also to receive some special items for the story that will really benefit you. So at the end of the day, the best methods to level up inside of the game is playing easy and completing quests, but a combination of everything that I've mentioned, if you really do keep your eye out and specifically hunt for the little things, you will be leveling up like crazy and you'll be able to tier up those perks. You will be able to unlock all those perks. Since there is such an insane amount of them, there is an insane option of different perks that you can choose between, upgrade to make your life even easier while you play the game. Now I will be covering a lot of these perks for future videos. I'm trying to unlock as many as possible, hence why I'm making this video as well, because I'm trying to learn the best methods to get XP. If I ever come up with a better method, I will be updating either something in the comments section to a future video, or maybe this method will remain being the best ones. Hopefully this video did help you out in some kind of way. If it did, be sure to subscribe, be sure to drop a like on the video, as that does really help out the channel and the video itself to spread out to more people, and just shows that you did enjoy the video in some kind of way. Anyway guys, thank you so much again. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.